Peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house shall bless you all day. By His mercies you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall by and two and naturally alive. And I want to get into this, man, because, shout out to the brothers Kwame Call, shout out much love to y'all brothers. Yeah, I was watching they class, they video, they camp, and it's something. I mean, we ain't gonna go into it, but actually, I've been meaning to touch on this. And shout out to the brother from Assembly Firstborn too, man, because like here's another thing too, because we want to kind of go into revised scriptures and also two misconceptions, man, because because honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. Because I get it, whatever day people do it, because we're gonna go on the Sabbath, man, but like the Sabbath day and whatnot, really, but really. That let's go. We're gonna go to Exodus 20 real quick, but we're gonna see how the Sabbath, honestly, because on that pretty much, man, was something that we talk about here a lot, and going to how the law, not only being justified by law of how the Most High house justifies you, the faith, like the weightier matters of the law, the new covenant, the gospel, the witness, the testimony. That is the faith. It's knowing that the Most High house they're merciful, their faithfulness, gracious, abundant in truth. Like knowing them that they justify you, their righteousness, honestly, and not our Galatians 2:21 righteousness compared to in Genesis 15 righteousness compared to Deuteronomy 6:25, and yeah. That's just what it is. How the law really won't justify you at the end of the day, man. Of course, we keep the Most High house's instruction. Why won't we keep our father's instruction, man? Your natural father's instruction, you should be keeping, and also too, depending on what it is, because certain times, depending on what background. But that's another story for another day. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is. But also too, how much more Hebrews 12:9 says, the Heavenly Father, His instructions. So yeah, that's not the thing too, because this kind of ties into that, man, because what was kind of discussed there. But that was something there. Shout out to the brothers, them brothers, though, man, because But yeah, man, we gonna get into this though. But there's a misconception about. Let's get this Exodus real quick. Exodus 20. Exodus 20 chapter 8. It says, "Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy." So see now, whenever people do it, that's their business. But the Sabbath day is not just Friday sundown, Saturday sundown, whatever day you keep it. It's the walk with the Most High House. It's our lives. It's your life. Honestly, man, because 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 it was Sabbath, right? Because let's think about what the Sabbath is. What does Sabbath mean? Rest, right? Okay, so and we're gonna get to that Sabbath and day, like your house shall said, John 6:63. My words are spirit. I mean, of course, on a natural tip, on layman's, as of course, it's talking about the actual Sabbath day, 6 days. Don't rest because, of course, somebody can say, oh, you're kind of going too deep into it, but hey, listen, if you feel it that way, that's just perspective. I ain't mad at you, but really, spiritually looking at it, me speaking I just speak as a man with this, but really looking at it, Sabbath means rest, and we're gonna go into that word day, man. We're gonna go into day, because yeah, it says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. So see exactly. Then it says in Leviticus, and Yahweh shall say, "Be ye holy as your Father, and heaven is as him and the Most High is." So yeah, man, let's go grab Matthew 11 real quick, man. It's going to that rest, Sabbath meaning rest, man, because that's how the Sabbath day is just not one it's our life. It's each day, man, that the Most High house shall let us see, man. It's just your walk with the Most High house shall, man, your life. Let's get Matthew chapter 11 verse 28. It says, and come unto me, come unto me, all ye that labor, and ye are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. Exactly, man. What's that rest, man? That's the Holy Spirit, man. That's the witness, the testimony, the gospel, the new covenant, the word being in you. That's that rest. That's that peace. Remember John 14, of course, 27, peace and comfort. Then John 16, the comforter, that, which is the Holy Spirit. That's why I leave with you. That's that rest, honestly. In that too, because yeah, it says, remember the Sabbath day, and keep it holy. So see, yeah. So it says, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, I will give you rest. Yeah. And opposed to what the Pharisees were doing, making the the burdens heavy on people, man. Like, and also too, and this king of Judah, I mean, well, not king, this king of Israel, like, or this, like, because of course, like, Yahushua, the king of Judah, he came out of that line. Remember what Rehoboam said? I'm gonna make their yokes. I'm gonna make their yokes even heavier. And then Yahushua said he came to offset that, make the light even lighten the yoke off of that, man. So that's why he even said, because who was Rehoboam? Like, Rehoboam was Solomon's son. That's why he said greater Solomon is here, because, like, that's what actually, like, going back to that peace, that's what Solomon name is peace, like, means peace. And that's what Yahushua, during that time, like, that's what his thing was about. They wanted him to come as David. He didn't. That wasn't the thing. He said, didn't come to make the natural physical war yet. But it was kind of like the first shall be last, last shall be first. So it's like the first he came Tom, like he came as Solomon, not saying like he is Solomon, but he came to bring that peace, the gospel. But now he's going to return his second coming. He's going to come as David, man, making war. Honestly, like physical war, man. That's just is what it is. So. Like, that's just is what it is. So, but that's another story for another day. But Matthew, and this is all this witness testimony, because I don't want to go into the reincarnation type of doctrine where we kind of touch on that. We're not going to that because that's just something else. But yeah, man, let's go John chapter 9 real quick, man, because John chapter 9 verse 4 real quick. It says, I must here John chapter 9 verse 4. It says, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day, and the night cometh while where no man can work. So see, now exactly that's why Yahusha said what? I'm and that goes back into that lightness and darkness in Genesis, the righteousness, good, and the evil. That's what it is, man. But that's something else, man. But yeah, that's why, like, now we're in the time of the night. That's why Yahusha said what? I'm coming as a thief in the night, because this is the time of the night now, man. That's just what it is. That's why he wants to. That's why he said in Matthew 5 and 1 Thessalonians be the light in a dark world. Honestly, that's what it is. It's up to, like, even though this world filled with darkness, we had to be the light. His sons and daughters had to be the light. His children had to be the light. Honestly, man, and that's what, like, that's just is what it is, man. Like, and that's living according to the promises. That one, the faith, living according to the promises and the obedience of his instruction, man. That's how he is, man. And honestly, carrying yourself in a upright manner, man. Like, your way, like, go into Wisdom Solomon, like 2 says, your ways aren't like like your ways are contrary to the world's ways, man. So that's is what it is, man. But see, but that's that Sabbath day. That the Sabbath days is more than, like, the whatever day, like, people keep it and stuff like that. It's honestly your walk. It says, I must work the works of him that has sent me while it is day, and when the night cometh, when no man can work. Yeah, exactly, man. So that verse 5 to the point we made. As long as I am in the world, I'm the light of the world. So see, exactly. Now we live in the time of darkness. That's why Matthew 5 says that. And 1 Thessalonians 5 say that, man. Be that light, man, in a world filled with darkness, man. And that's what to that point, let's go back in the law real quick. Let's go back 10 chapters before Exodus 20, because that's what Exodus, that's what one of the plagues of Egypt, that's what it was about, man. That's what was a precursor to that, man. See, the witness and testimony, all of that is in comes in a volume of the book, man. Like, he tells you and from the beginning, man. Like, because it says, Exodus chapter 10 verse 21, and the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, and that darkness may be felt. And also too, notice how this crazy is in, wow, I see that's how the Most High House has a mastermind. Because then in Joshua 10, then he tell, like, Joshua to hold the sun up, pretty much showing that light. Honestly, man, that's just is what it is, man. Like, then that's Yahushua son of Nun, or Joshua. And the second Yahushua is like, isn't he the day star? That's just, but that's something else, though, man. But it says, and the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, and even darkness may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness all the land of Egypt. Exactly so. And but here's the point. It says they saw not one another, and neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. So see, exactly, man. So and also too that can be what you call Yahushua in that state of even though he was light, he was in that state of darkness in the grave. But no, after that 3 days he rose too. Like that being the witness and testimony. But yeah, man, see that, man. I didn't even realize that till all praise to the Most High Yahushua. Till I just read that now. Never even that was all the Most High Yahushua, man, because I really never even thought about that till I just read that now. But that's why I ain't gonna get it. But Wisdom Solomon says, listen, because when you're in darkness, you don't see what you're doing. So it's pretty much you don't know what you're going. Pretty much you're I don't want to spend too much time on, but Wisdom Solomon. But yeah, let's grab that real quick though, man. Let's grab what you call them. Gosh, where was I gonna go? I forgot, man. But yeah, man, that's the day, man. That's just is what it is, man. That's why. Going back to the point, yeah, that's why your house shouts the day star, man. Honestly, so the Sabbath, that in the world for darkness, that's why he's coming a thief in the night, man. That's why it says Peter says to have the day star in your hearts, man, in your mind. That being Yahushua, man, and what's the stars, the Son of God. So have the light. I mean the Son of, pretty much Yahushua in your heart, man. The Most High Yahushua in your heart, man. Honestly, within you, man. Because the stars is the sons and daughters of the Most High Yahushua, the sons of God, man. Because then he said that to Abraham, So yeah, man, that's is what it is, man. So and that's what being the true children of Abraham is, man. Not contrast to John the Baptist was telling them in Matthew 3, man. But that's is what it is, man. More on that, man. It's just more to it than the Sabbath day is just more than it's our lives, man. It's my life, man. This is more than that, man. Honestly, rather than this that. But oh yeah, that's what I was going to go into, man. Yeah, because here's the thing with that. Because a lot of times I didn't realize this till I was just looking at Proverbs 11 earlier, man. But because of course we can mention even Yahushua mentions David, with the shewbread, like when the Pharisees got mad at him for picking corn, him and the 12 picking corn on the Sabbath, man, with his disciples. But we can get somewhere in Proverbs 11 that can go into this, man, showing how mercy is above the law, man. Well, let's grab this real quick, man. Matthew chapter 12 verse 11. Matthew chapter 12 verse 1. At the time Yahushua went on the Sabbath day through the corn, and his disciples were hungry and began to pluck the ears of the corn and to eat. And when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto him, behold, thy disciples do that which is not lawful on the Sabbath day. So then he mentions how David in the shewbread, which is not lawful for David to eat, but that was pretty much to show you that, and here's the thing too, right? Because when you first come into this walk, and it's kind of being told that you can't save hypothetically on the Sabbath day, or whatever you deem the Sabbath day is, that say if it's a brother and the homeless, a homeless brother or sister, or somebody that's very, very hungry, man, that, or it could be a brother and sister inside the word or outside the word, it don't matter, that they're hungry, that you can't that you gonna have to let them starve for that day, especially if you got it. Now if you don't got it, that's another story, but if you got it, no, man, it's okay to feed somebody or buy somebody something to eat on whatever you deem the Sabbath day is, man, because really the mercy is above the law, man. Even in the law it says that, number 789, that's is what, and that was the point of the David in the shewbread thing, show you how the Most High House's mercy is above the law, man. There's nothing wrong with the law. The law is because it's not degrading that at all, man. That's the point, man. But also too, but Yahushua pretty much was telling, the point is seeing, we all we always go into, he is the Sabbath day, he is that he is the city of refuge. The Most High Yahushua is the city of refuge. They are that tree of life. That's them. They are the temple. And he tells you your temple. It's inwardly, man. So that's is what it is. But let's get this too, cause it's because they got mad at him. Let's grab this too. Matthew chapter 12 verse 1. At the time, went on the Sabbath, the day through corn, and his disciples were in hunger and began to pluck the ears of corn and to eat. So yeah, exactly. So here's the thing too. Let's get this Proverbs 11 real quick. Because now it's going to somebody that's a Nygar, or like like this Ecclesiasticus says a Nygar or somebody that's selfish. But honestly, on the spiritual level, man, it's going to like how the Most High Yahushua, like even Paul said, like how the Most High Yahushua, they don't operate. They don't withhold good things back. They don't do that because that's cruel. Like, why would you do that, man? Why would you hold things back? Like, that's why we're gonna get that in Acts 20 later. It says Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 verse 26. He that withhold corn, the people shall curse him, but the blessing shall be upon the head of him that selleth it. So yeah, exactly, man. So like, no, of course, there's no buying and selling, of course, like that. But my point is, it says he that withheld corn, and notice how the Yahushua and the disciples, they were picking corn, and it shall curse him, because that was all pretty much all. I'm mentioning this because all Yahushua was mentioning, was telling them was mercy, man. Like, with the David and the Schubert thing, that was all the mercy. Like, that's just mercy is over the law, man. But but the blessed shall be the head of him that selleth it. Exactly, man. And then who's the head? Yahushua, man. That's just is what it is, man. Like, and by the truth sell not, man. That's then like, we bought with a price, man. Like, he was like, he sold, he gave it, like, his spirit to us, just like Elijah and gave it to Elisha, man. Like, that's what the Most High and Yahushua, did with his disciples, his apostles, even unto this day. Like, because then they say in John 16 he must go up. Like, it's similar, just like Elijah went up, man. So it's same same game, different players, man. That's just is what it is, man. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. But hopefully it's edifying. I think, oh yeah, Acts 20:20. Acts 20:20, it says, and I have kept nothing back that was profitable unto you, but I showed you and have taught you publicly from the house to house. Exactly, man. So that's what, because that's it, being in the image of the Most High Yahushua, man, not holding withholding things back that's profitable, man, to the saving of our souls, man. Honestly, because even Abraham said, where's it's a couple places in the word that says how, like, things that certain men didn't help withhold back certain things, man. That's what it is. Now, of course, like, there's other places where certain things are for, like, because the Most High Yahushua followed their own principles, man. Like, this how in Micah says, don't tell your wives anything. That's like Jeremiah 6:2. The Most High Yahushua doesn't tell us everything. We don't have to know. So, that's what it is, though, man. But that's a balanced, nuanced conversation. But anyway, man, hopefully this is edifying, man. So, peace.